Hello, Jay Mitchell here from 4NLWX with a look at your weekend and upcoming work week ahead. Hope you've been doing well. It's been a mellow week, a more tame week compared to previous weeks past. However, we do have a warm-up on the way. We'll talk about that in a second. But first, let's talk about Thursday's numbers. 89 at BWI after starting out at 67. Relatively speaking, we're in the same place as we were last week in terms of our rainfall deficit. Even though earlier this week we were below 3 inches. However, we didn't get much rain, and that deficit began to grow again, and that's where we were now. Still an inch and a third above where we should be for this month as of the time of this recording. And looking at the drought monitor, it's a little bit more compressed. There's this week. Compared to last week, you can see the compression of the area. It's getting smaller, but it may be a little bit larger this time next week when we talk, unfortunately. Pardon me. That's just how it may be, because of the lack of rain that we will be getting. And we'll talk about that in a second. Lows across the state, 60s and 70s with the exception of the higher elevations. Cumberland was at 61. Westminster was at 66 to start off the day. They finished at 90 and 93 respectively. Big jump in terms of our temperatures there. And we're going to see some similar numbers for Sunday and then warmer numbers for Monday. We'll talk about that in a second. Rain-free weekend. Saturday will be the pick of the weekend. Sunday, warmer. Monday, miserable. Then we have a rainfall setback. Maybe a chance Tuesday, but chances are slim because of disagreements in terms of the weather models. And then really after that, we really don't have any rain chances for the next 5 to 7. So that's a major setback potentially because of the great amount of progress that we made from the second half of June to this point thus far. However, that's going to change. There's that cold front that's moving through as of the time of this recording. Maybe a shower storm have passed with it, but really you don't need to worry too much about it because it's going to happen well before you see this recording. After that, we get a good stretch of weather. It humidifies and warms up for Sunday and Monday. And then we may have potential for storms again Tuesday, but there's a lot of disagreements on that. I'll show you again. There's the cold front. High pressure sets in Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then Tuesday, it's trying to bring down some storms. The chances on that, pretty slim here. And I say pretty slim because look at what the GFS does here. Cold front moves through. It holds the high pressure in place. Saturday, Sunday. And as you will see here, into Monday when we get the warm weather, and then watch Tuesday. In comparison to the Euro, it's really not showing anything. And that's why I'm keeping it at 20%, because there's such disagreements with that. Anyways, though, that you may want to check in during the weekend with a source of weather information because things may change. Things often do change in the state of Maryland, as you may know. So just try to keep connected to a source of weather information in case things do change in terms of Tuesday's outlook for potential storms. Other than that, weekend, solid for pretty good standards. We deserve a solid weekend, especially that Saturday. Probably the best Saturday of the summer thus far. Mid-80s, low humidity. Heading out to Landover on Monday. Going to be hot. Take it easy on yourselves. And then Tuesday, I'm keeping it at 20% because of that disagreements. DC suburb, Southern Maryland, as I said, the Ravens Commanders game is in Landover, so take it easy on yourselves. Limit alcohol consumption as that can dehydrate you. Drink water, Propel, Gatorade, something that can hydrate you, has electrolytes. Just take it easy on yourselves. And it will be pretty hot throughout the rest of the week. I feel like I'm kind of underselling the numbers for Hagerstown and Urban Western Maryland, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Bump them up 2 to 3 degrees potentially if things turn out the way I think it could go. Right now, I'm keeping it at 85, 86, 87. But it could easily be 87, 88, 89, and then 90 on Friday this time next week, depending on how things go. Let's just wait and see on that in the urban Western Maryland area. I may be underselling that just a little bit. Far Western Maryland, pretty warm for their standards out there. Just a really good weekend and a really good week. If you have any last-second vacations going out to the higher elevations, that's a really good idea. Eastern Shore, pretty warm. Not a bad place to have another vacation, the last one of the summer before school starts again. Salisbury, OC, not necessarily a bad idea either, even though it will be warm and very muggy and humid, especially at night. You can see the nighttime lows really struggle to get out the 70s. Be safe, stay cool, stay hydrated this weekend and into this upcoming work week. I'll be here this time next week with another weather update, and we'll see if we can get any rain chances then, because in terms of our drought, that's not a good sign. Anyways, have a fantastic weekend. I'm Jay Mitchell, 4 WX.